Hello everyone, and welcome to this and slightly earlier rendition of the Dragon Ball What If Roundtable. I'm MasakoX, and Haverock will be joining me, but he's just running a little bit late. But he will be with us, he will be having a good time, but he's just going to be a little late. So for the moment, it is just going to be me. And one thing I want to make absolutely clear is that all the stuff that's been going around the Dragon Ball Twitter sphere and all that stuff, we ain't talking about that here. We're not going to be talking about that, so just so you know, if you're asking about it, don't ask us, because we ain't going to say a thing. All we're going to say is that we're going to be waiting until October the 12th. But the purpose of this stream is the What If Roundtable. This is a place where you can get your stories to us, and in the form of a super chat, which does help support the channel, it does mean this could be read out, and we can actually keep a track on what's actually being said. That's why we ask for super chats, and it really does go to help supporting the channel. Ben Gaffney, good to see you. But do let us know if this is your first time on a stream. It'd be great to see you all here. And we're looking forward to telling the last act of Jocha for the time being. Kino, all you have to do is just look for the dollar sign at the bottom of your chat, and then click there, and whatever you can give will be very much appreciated. Mohammed, it's your first time. Good to see you, pal. And hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm doing a little bit earlier because I'm feeling that I can be really, really tired, and I want to make sure that we can. But Zakachi, even if you're not able to do a super chat, we do have moderators in the chat, so we do keep an eye on what is being said. We do take that into consideration as well. Kina, good to see you as well. Nice. Good to see y'all. So, let's get things rolling with... Oh, Sax, dude. It's 2 a.m.? Oh, gosh. Well, you got stuff to work on. Well, either way, I hope you're doing okay. So, don't overdo it for yourself, man. But either way. Thank you very much, Maverick Kit, about the boo bits. That was a lot of fun to do. Okay, there we go. Pandawok. Z Fighter Videl's superheroes. From the superheroes. These hands of ours are burning red. Their loud cries tell us to grasp happiness. G-Beast. Makan Demon Goddess V. Kamehameha. Love, Tenko Kyoken. Ah, G Gundam reference. I know that reference. Alec, good to see you here. First time, right? Good to see you. Pandawok again. Goten versus Batsuri during the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament. Ugh, Piccolo. Ma Junior! No super explosion waves! But Dad! Good times, eh, Piccolo? Haha. Calls back to the 23rd. That's classic. Yes, because if you're not aware, in What If Piccolo Had a Future Son, Batsuri could talk now. So that's a nice little plot development. Voice is way too powerful? Okay. I'll just turn the gain down a little bit, but it's mainly just down to the fact that my gain is so sensitive on this. Yeah, okay, thanks very much for the pointer. Wouldn't be a MasakoX stream without problems with audio. Alright. John Riggins. Hey! Good to see you, John. It's been a while since I've seen you. I had an idea. What if Bardock raised Vegeta? So Bardock takes him and Raditz off-world and training them to be freedom fighters. Well, Raditz would obviously go along with whatever his father says, of course, because it's Raditz. Then in terms of Vegeta, I think it would take a long means to convince him to actually go along with somebody who was originally a low-class warrior. But I think that Bardock would beat him into submission, and then Raditz would be like, "Yeah, Prince, you should listen to my father. He knows exactly what you to do." Raditz, stop being a kiss-ass. Sorry, Daddy. I was just really proud of you. You can be proud of me in different ways, like not sucking. And then Vegeta's like, "Ha! Good one adopted, Dad." So they'd be just scalping at each other. Ultimate rivals, for sure. Pandawok, rival Hedo Gohan. Hey, Hedo. I know you lost that debate, but it's like my dad says. The eating horse motivation. Come eat that horse with me. People would be so confused, like, in the real world, that Gohan goes to tell them to eat the horse. What if somebody literally goes and does it? And it's, oh, no, no, I didn't mean to actually eat one. Oh, no, oh, God, oh, I'm sorry. Taking things literally. And then Padawan goes, what if Old Kai was more like Master Roshi? Shin, my boy, you need guidance to manage Universe 7. Last time when I was around, the place used to be much better. Oh, well, I mean, the Old Kai is kind of like Roshi in some ways, which kind of makes him not likable, but even Roshi has a charm. Yeah, you should watch our discussion about that. Yeah, how Old Kai, you never really consider him to be your favorite character. I've rarely seen anyone describe him as the best character. Sakura Niku, which is horse meat, so you can eat that. Literally, yeah. And we went to Iceland, and we did actually see horse being served to us, but I did not partake. I did not partake, but they were respectful about it. But apparently, in Iceland, they do eat horse there, mainly for the fact that they need to use every resource that they've got. So if they've got a horse that they can't use anymore to tend to fields, then it's got to be used somehow. And don't forget how harsh the climate in Iceland can be. Well, I mean, except for the part of the Blue Lagoon, but either way. Nerd King, good to see you. Hope you got some cool ideas for future stories. Take care and have fun. Oh, yeah, you take care of yourself, Nerd King. Thank you very much. Zaxdu26. In Harukanaru Densetsu Raditsu, untangle Princess Snake after a fight with Goku. What if he became King of Snake Way at the princess's side? Ah! So that'd be a really cool thing. So instead of Raditz just being sent to hell to never to be heard of again, he actually ends up becoming Prince Snake. I mean, to be fair, yeah, Maverick Cat. No, that's very true. It's only like if they are no longer of use. No, not the things that if a horse is being used, it's not. It's they take care, and then of course there are some horses bred for meat, all that stuff, but they have to make their resources somehow. But they are pragmatic in that sense. They do talk about it. But yeah, no, Raditz being Princess Snake's husband, that would be no. Don't worry about it, Maverick Cat. It's all good. No worries. No, I'm glad that you clarified that for me. I appreciate that. But yeah, Raditz, Prince Snake, I could see it. Well, Vegeta, oh no, Vegeta dies and then finds out that Raditz is a prince. It's like, well, Prince Vegeta, looks like I could be called Prince Raditz. What do you think about that? You're the prince of a blown-up planet, whereas me, I am the prince of a region of the outer heavens. Really? Raditz, you are the prince of a house. Don't take this away from me, prince. Tiger Fire. What if Goku, or at the time Kakarot, was intercepted by the Galactic Patrol, and instead of detaining him, they raised him in their ranks with Jarko as either a father figure or brother? Ah, Gurren Lagann, but Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So basically, you could have Jarko being the one to Jarko is about to throw Goku out of the airlock. But then Goku's like, use the puppy dog eyes. And then Jarko goes, oh, I can't get rid of you. You're too cute. I know that you were caught up in the mixed up world of Saiyan society. Don't tell my superiors about that, alright? And then so basically Jarko makes him a father figure and, kind of like, Yondu. He ain't your father. He may be your father, but he's not your daddy, boy. All that stuff. That's how you can get. That's how Toyotaro can get his Marvel references in. Pandawok. What if Gohan and Hedo were high school buddies? I think that would work. You kind of have that situation of Ned and Peter Parker, so you can have them working together. That'd be cool. They work in different ways, but they make a good collaborative team. Gohan with the theory, Hedo with the practical. Trumpet Dog. What if Jiro turned Master Shen into an android? Perhaps there's the basis for Android 19. That'd be really cool, putting Master Shen back in the mix, and actually give Ten Shinhan some reason to fight. So if he finds out that Master Shen's suddenly gone missing, and then he has to kind of train up, and he actually goes in the Room of Spirit in time, finds out it means to use his third eye a little bit more, that would bring Ten Shinhan and Chaozu back into the story, not just the whole semi-perfect cell thing. Or even if Ten Shinhan doesn't end up fighting in the main thing, but when he's actually doing that thing against Cell, instead of just pushing him down into the ground and down underneath the surface, it would actually be a means to him actually doing damage, as in it hurts Cell. So maybe, alternatively, it means that when Trunks actually gets to Cell, Cell won't be able to tackle him, so Trunks may have actually been able to do something about it. There you go. Okay, your college dead. Hear me out. What if Vegeta ended up using the Dragon Balls to resurrect Planet Vegeta and the Saiyans, and in turn trying to modernize them after he and Goku achieve Super Saiyan? That'd be a good way of doing it. I think Kakame's kind of doing it, in that a reformed Vegeta goes around and trying to change the Saiyans into a different type of thing. I think he would be strong enough to be able to get them to comply, and after all, he is meant to be the king. He would be King Vegeta the Fourth, and they would have to do exactly what they told them to do. And yes, of course, you might get some rebellions, but King Vegeta would be able to go Super Saiyan, and the way he could spin it to them is that he was the first one to do it. So he is the legendary Super Saiyan. There you go. Oh, John. Yeah, no, I if you go back, yeah, I did tackle yours, John, but good to see you regardless. But yeah, no, I would fit Vegeta in one scenario could easily, potentially, find a way to redeem them. Probably through force, though. Phew. Time to deal out some justice. What if Yamcha, after the Cell game, snuck on Future Trunks' time machine and married Future Bulma? I think at that point, if he did, Future Bulma probably would do it. Because, who else? There's no one else there. You got Yamcha. And there might be a little bit of confusion and awkwardness, but I think ultimately she needs company. She knows Yamcha. And maybe she might find out that some means to be able to, just some companionship. I don't think they would get it on or anything like that or have a kid. I just think she'd appreciate the company because it's somebody that gets her in a way. And after years and years of, no company of her age, she'd probably take it, actually. I don't think it would be as petty as you think. I think she'd actually appreciate the company. Irving Vasquez. What if Frieza and Kakarot switch roles from birth? Kakarot the evil Saiyan Empire, King Bardock, Prince Raditz, and what Frieza's Earth name be? I don't know, actually. Probably some kind of pun on snow, because he looks cold and all that stuff. So I don't think it would be Frieza, but it would be some pun on snow or something like that, because he's white as snow. Maybe something like that. Chris. Could you do a what if Dr. Gero turned good or joined the Z Fighters? Self-threatening to blow up the planet, alright? Android 16 could be a good trigger. Yeah, absolutely. Basically, that could easily be a good idea in the sense that Gero doesn't want to destroy the planet. He wants to better the planet through his own way. So I think this would be a good compromise in that he would want to make sure that the planet is saved and he can be the one to help develop it. So that's the way they could do it, is that if he can work with Capture Corp or work for Capture Corp, he'll promise to help better humanity in all that sense. Hello, Hav.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. I'm back.
Yes, Havarok is back with us, so don't worry, but Hav is here.
Yeah.
Have no fear, Hav is here. Yes, so you've just joined us with the next question for Ryavchin. Sorry if I butchered your pronunciation, mate. But their first super chat, which is nice to hear, so thank you very much. What if Bardock really was a brilliant scientist?
I mean, he would probably try to evacuate his family much earlier. That's for true.
Oh yeah, we had this last week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he would find some way to utilize blood swaps earlier. Maybe.
Yeah, because in theory, the way that the Pioneer dub actually did it was actually kind of smart because indirectly actually did make Bardock a brilliant scientist in coming up with the Powerball to generate a moon where there was no moon.
Yeah.
So kind of just reinforcing that.
And again, I think he might have a chance to lay low and survive.
Yeah.
It would be for a shorter series, it would be kind of fun to make a what if, or rather short proper fanfiction story where you have Bardock as a scientist and Gina as the warrior.
Yeah, just swap things around or something. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
and they like, and they never get to Earth, but like few episodes of them surviving and laying low somewhere.
Yeah, just see how the dynamic would be. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Miss Yummy, ever thought of doing a what if where you either replace the main character or be a second main character with a non-Dragon Ball character, like Medaka Kurakami or JoJo or Ben 10? Well, Miss Yummy, I have been tempted to do a JoJo Dragon Ball crossover, and that would be involving Goku going to 1930s New York and partnering up with Joseph Joestar. I feel that could work. I feel like it could work potentially because I feel like Hamon energy would work similarly to Ki, and I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
So I think that could be
because not all universes blend together well.
Yeah. So, okay, Darren Hardy, what do you think everyone's favorite anime is? I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for the entire community, but I imagine Dragon Ball's somewhere.
I mean, on this chat, maybe Dragon. Like, there's a good chance that Dragon Ball. Although I feel that as of late, One Piece might be still
potentially yes. And I do plan to start watching more One Piece. Yeah. Actually, start getting on because the live action is pretty sweet.
But as a pretty safe bet to also take people that aren't really in anime, probably something from Miyazaki.
Probably. I've actually been known to kind of start watching more Gyaru anime. Because quite frankly, I need the pep talk, quite honestly. My Dress Up Darling, it makes me so happy in the sense that the character of Marin is the kind of positivity I need in this world, quite frankly. So, yeah, those kind of things I've been watching more of, or plan to. Smash Ultra. What if Tellus also has Ultra Form? By training the lazy way eating mite fruit, he turned white skin and hair, purple aura, and black red eyes, and looked similar to Dark Echo from Jack 2. I call it Ultra Corruption.
Oh, don't worry. I don't want to spoil what the plans are for Terrorless, but I can tell you now, Terrorless will get his transformation in the What If. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it what it will be, but he will get his transformation at some point. And it's very curious. Your Ultra Corruption. Let's say, keep that thought when you will be watching the future episodes. Keep that thought.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I already have some stuff planned. Like again, like when we write those things, Mas is usually the one who does the Toriyama way. So going with the true Toriyama spirit and the flow, and I like to plan years in advance. So I have some plans, and just keep that thought.
Darren is clarifying as the Z Warriors' favorite anime. Well, what do you think is their favorite anime?
Oh. Well, Krillin loves One Piece.
Oh, of course, yes.
We know that.
Of course.
Yeah. Goku probably like the one about chefs. Sorry,
Food Wars. Food Wars.
Yeah. Like
Vegeta probably likes Berserk.
Yeah.
Gohan probably likes
Naruto. Or My Hero. My Hero.
Gohan probably likes My Hero or Moyashimon. Because that's about agriculture.
Trunks likes Naruto.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Yeah.
There we go. Thanks for the clarification, Darren.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Few goes, what if the Saiyans and Tuffles were friends? Well, they were friends for a brief period, according to some canon. That they briefly worked together, but then one day they turned. The Saiyans turned on each other.
But basically, if they work together, maybe they will be able to, get a better deal of the Cold Empire.
Yeah, a much more agreeable arrangement, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Victor Bryce. What if Roshi brought back Mutayuto during the King Piccolo arc? If he did, it'd be nice to actually learn more about Mutaito and his dynamic with Roshi. But I imagine that one of the lines would be, Roshi, my God, man, you're old. You're probably older than me. Takes one to know one. Yeah, just have some banter and stuff like that. But I think
Would be
Mutaito,
funny.
he probably would sacrifice his life again, being aware for the fact that, if he does die, he can't be wished back again. But he's like, no, I've got to do this to help destroy King Piccolo.
Yeah, maybe he would give one additional training to like other characters than Goku.
He probably would at least bring more characters in, or at least one more.
Yeah.
Garcia, celebrating 35 months as a member. What if Miraculous Ladybug was part of Dragon Ball? I don't really watch Miraculous Ladybug, even though my friend Christina is Ladybug. I can't really comment on that, I'm afraid, Garcia. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't know much.
Sorry about that. Sam Sharma, what if the What Ifs had a Tournament of Power? Well, I suppose if they did, well, I can't really tell who could win, but probably, I would say Legendary Gohan probably would be the most hacks, like the most ruthless out of all of them.
Yeah, but Raditz verse and Nappa verse are also pretty strong.
They are pretty strong, yes, but I feel like Legendary Gohan will probably be in there with a shout.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce these characters, but you've donated £5, and you've gone, what if Android 17 somehow went Super 17 in the Tournament of Power? I mean, if he did, he would be stronger, but it probably wouldn't have helped all that much, because Android 17 in Super is actually pretty strong.
Yeah.
So I think it would have just been enough for him. He probably would have been able to defend himself even harder. Probably still, well, maybe he might have been stronger than the Blues, the Saiyan Blues. But yeah, I feel like his attitude would have changed considerably.
I mean, maybe he would be able to, defeat Topo, maybe even get a hit on Jiren.
Yeah, probably would be able to be the one to best Topo.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, but not Jiren in his hot form.
But
not as strong as shirtless Jiren.
No, not when Jiren, not whiny, angry, loud, shouting Jiren.
Yeah.
I love that line in the Boo Bits. And then there was Jiren. Remember Jiren? No one does.
I'm like the longer I think about it, it's like with Zamasu. I'm kinda going around this character. We have to do a what if Jiren was actually cool or something.
I did do that. I did do that one.
Yeah.
I gave him like a different backstory that made him cooler. I actually should probably repackage that and then maybe redo it, because I like that. I like that story. So maybe just do it with the new presentation. Anyway.
Yeah.
Geo Saga. Why is Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 when it seems better for Raditz, since he would be more likely to want to stay away from Beerus? It all feels like Ikari form, Broly or Bardock mastery is what's necessary for Super Saiyan 4. Well, traditionally in the path it's Golden Uzaru. But I feel like Raditz probably would suit it more. But in the R&R verse, we did tend to kind of make him go down the blue route along with his brother. But I could see Super Saiyan 4 in other ways, but in other timelines, but we didn't go down that route.
I could see Ultra Ego Raditz.
Ultra Ego, oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
I could see Beast Raditz. Like Raditz, the thing is that Raditz feels the most like he's the balanced one between Goku and Vegeta. So
yeah,
he could go either way. Like I don't rather see him too much as Ultra Instinct, but Ultra Ego, like boy has an ego, so
well, it's kind of like why we went down the lines when we did the transformation and giving him another thing of his own, Ultra Sense.
Yeah.
That's why we kind of went down that way, kind of like a balance of the two.
Yeah.
Richard Dawson, what if Tarbell was sent to Earth instead of Goku? Probably would have just been a little more agreeable, a lot more friendly, probably less feral.
Yeah, more socially aware.
More socially competent, I would imagine. More polite. Yeah. Gioni, what if Gohan decided to become a cop? Imagine Detective Gohan and Commissioner Krillin. God damn it, Gohan, I told you to follow the book! But Commissioner, I had to follow this route because otherwise we wouldn't have been... I don't care what you said! Give me your gun, Gohan! Krillin, you know we don't use guns. We use our fists. Well, give me your hands! Okay. You've been a naughty boy! Don't do it again. I could literally break you in half. I know you can. When did you get the balls, Krillin? Ha! That's why I married Beatine. That's kind of the thing.
Oh boy. You know, I would give him the GT Krillin design, but like in, you know, Commissioner Gorgon's clothes.
Wearing a Mac, like a Colombo jacket, but
Yeah.
Colombo jacket GT Krillin design in terms of hair. Yeah, exactly.
Commissioner Krillin.
He's
the hardest chestnut in the city.
Yeah. He's the hardest nut to crack in this city. Okay, Mr. Eevee. What if Piccolo adopted Pigera from the filler in the training arc for the Saiyan arrival? I think if he did, it would be mainly just to give Gohan company to shut him up and get him to train. Then eventually he would then become endeared and it would all go from there. I think. Mainly there as a means to an end, but then actually started to like the kid.
Yeah, and sadly, like, you know, like I don't think he would go, like he would be that powerful.
No, he wouldn't be powerful.
At best, like Busaga Videl levels of power. Sadly.
Probably, yeah, I would say so. Gioni, what if Goku or Broly landed on planet Cereal? If Goku did, I think the Shigarians would have taken him in and been quite friendly with him, and
or even Monaito because he was.
Or Monaito probably. So Monaito and Granola would have been adopted siblings.
Goku and Goku and Granola, not Goku and Monaito.
Oh, sorry, no, Goku and Granola. Sorry. Broly. If it's Super Broly, I would imagine probably the same, but Broly would probably have flown off the handle a little more, and then maybe made an outcast.
But Monkey.
I know, Monkey. Yes, I know.
Yeah. You know, like I know Monaito would be careful, but Broly would be a bigger.
That's a bigger nut to crack.
I think the main motivator for Monaito would be seeing how much, you know, like the Bardock hairstyle.
Yeah, true.
Man, I can have my own Bardock.
Mark Galvin, what if Goku and Raditz inherited Bardock's foresight? Raditz would probably have survived, like really survived. Like if he goes like he's like heading towards planet Earth. Then he visages his own death. He's like, nope, I'm turning around. It's like, nope.
But the thing is, does this foresight allow you to see your own death? Or is it like, you know...
No, but I think what he would do is that he wouldn't know that he's about to die. Like, he would have seen snippets of the fight and got Piccolo doing the special beam cannon. And then Raditz in a compromised position. And if he knew that he was not going to win this fight easily, he would not go.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be just
like...
He'd just go,
what
nope,
I think...
No.
You know, if he saw Goku pass this fight fighting Frieza or something, yeah, he wouldn't go. Because, I feel that this power... I'm not sure, but the foresight that cannot give you foresight for you. But if he sees, you know, Kakarot fighting Frieza, he knows that he loses this fight.
That's true. If he wanted to think laterally in a different way, then if he sees Goku on his own doing his own thing, he realizes that what he's about to do won't work. So he just goes like,
Goku, hey, who knows that he didn't saw Gohan defeating Cell? Who knows that Goku's intuition isn't, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Like that's how I would, you know, explain that. Like that Goku doesn't even know that this is like some special foresight, and it comes out in conversation. Oh, you guys don't have that?
And then
that thing when you see the thing that's about to happen. What are you saying, Goku?
I don't know. Huh. And then he would require Kami to help figure it out.
Yeah, that would explain, you know, his Ultra Instinct stuff. A lot of stuff, actually.
True.
So it's easier with Goku.
Geosaga then goes, had Bulma's sister's type been introduced sooner, Namek for sci-fi research, would she have been the one to steal Yamcha or go with Vegeta? Probably Vegeta. Probably Vegeta. Because older sister, and she would have fawned over him, like, a little bit more. Like Bulma found Vegeta attractive, and did not take any of his bull. Like, was not scared of him. Tights though would have been head over heels about, oh my god, I'm dating an alien. This is gonna be great research. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And then Vegeta's like, your culture is so confusing.
And she would be writing books about Veguto, the Space Prince. Oh my god, like the space
Veguto.
about Veguto.
Veguto. Yeah. Me gusto. Okay. I'm Your Daddy says, what if a pool turned good? He probably would have survived. Use of his own skin. But at the very least, though, if you really want to kind of cheapen it, if a pool turned good, he would have been killed. Because works for Frieza. If you went against Frieza, you probably were going to die.
Best case scenario, similar to our Salaryman Kui.
Yeah, pretty much.
He would find a calm job somewhere in the galaxy and just don't think about it. Don't think about anything.
Anyway, Vandalia, celebrating 33 months as a member. What if the rivals Naruto and Sasuke were both Saiyans and had Zenkai boosts in the anime and their kids were the half-breeds? Maybe some ostracizing? I don't think it would really matter too much because they're meant to be ninjas, but they're not exactly stealthy most of the time. They're mostly just overpowered people. I don't think it would make much difference, honestly. Jay the Real McCoy then goes, Daddy Shark do 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 do, Daddy Shark do 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 do. That was my. I included that. I added that to my recording and was like, say, Kaiser, just use it. You got to use it somewhere as a parallel to Goten. Because I saw the clip of Hinilmic doing Baby Shark do do. It's like, oh come on, Goku's got to do that. So it's like there has to be that connection between father and son.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was me. That was my input. Alexander Cross. What if there were werewolves in Dragon Ball? That would have been Yamcha, just an evolution of Yamcha's powers. That would have been cool. Character development for Yamcha. Who would have seen that coming? Santimar09, thank you very much for your first super chat ever, so thank you, pal. Vandalia. What if in the Buu Saga, Gohan became Spider-Man? Which Marvel characters would the other fighters and friends be? Oh... I mean,
Gamma one would be Vision.
Yeah, I mean, Bulma would be Ironheart.
Yeah, Ironheart. Yeah, like Broly's Hulk.
Broly, of course.
Broly's Hulk. That's an easy one. Oh boy.
Zeno is Thanos.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh boy. Zamasu as Loki.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Gohan is Peter Parker.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's why Vandalia I agree with your assessment.
Oob is Miles Morales.
Yes. No, indeed.
Yeah.
That's a still snippet. Again, name I can't pronounce. What if humans have a yet unknown transformation? They probably do. And we thought that Krillin got it in episode 76 of Super, but they never explored it. Like the closest they ever got was meant that he could do 100 times solar flare. But that really just meant that you just made a brighter light, but that was it. So it's like, oh, okay. So much for that then. But there has to be definitely something under there. Vulcan. What if Cooler still found the big Getaster in his what if? Ideally, I was talking about this with the poll. The outcome that Have wanted happened.
Yeah. Like, listen, the fact that he isn't going to use the power of the big Getaster doesn't mean that it won't appear in the what if.
It just means he won't take it, but somebody else might.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Don't worry, wink. Like I'm already doing like very, very, very early story notes for January, and I think if you like the Cooler story so far, you lot will be excited.
Oh, that's good.
What's coming in January for Cooler?
Fun indeed. Jay the Real McCoy. One of the Z Fighters' powers was sealed in special weapons and given the world's strongest martial artists. And to get the powers back, they have to win with pure martial arts. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, honestly. But
like fighters.
Yeah, kind of like fighters in a way, but you get regular humans, but they use weapons that have contained the spirits of the Z fighters.
Strong sword would be, yeah.
Trunks
Like
would be his father.
yeah, like for Goku it would be like a like a staff,
Yes, of course.
man kicking staff, obviously.
Mm.
What would be for Vegeta, like a spiky mace,
Uh,
like a morning star,
I probably would say it'd be more like knuckle dusters,
Oh man.
like proper knuckle dusters. Like I would say that.
Would be hilarious if for Piccolo it was a flute.
Yeah. A flute, which actually then had like became like lance,
Yeah,
like double-headed lance.
yeah,
Like no, pitchfork, because he was a demon.
yeah.
Yeah, basically it starts off as a flute. You flick it a certain way, and it becomes a dual-wielding pitchfork.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Like for Yamcha, it would be like a scimitar blade. I think he had one of those early on.
Yeah. That could be good. Okay. Next one is Fu. Last one. What if Goku, after biting Frieza or Beerus, Goku tried to eat them Looney Tunes style? I mean, Luffy's Gear 5 has definitely changed the boundaries. So if Goku decided to emulate that, I don't think he would absorb their powers. I think he would just end up getting eaten. And that's it. Yeah.
I mean, like Frieza can survive living in pieces, so.
True. I mean, it would just be a really bad experience for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vandalia. What if a post-Super GT made Pan the main character? I mean, I wish that we saw Pan just as a more well-rounded character, honestly, because GT did ruin her.
I mean, I mean, it wasn't a bad exit point, but like they ruined her character arc because, like, I kind of get what she's getting at the beginning. Like, she has every single, right to be angry at Goku. Could rather train some, some stranger instead of her.
The initial resentment is fine, but
they went almost nowhere with their and they gave her very little. It's not about the entry point for those characters per se, but the fact that the character arcs go nowhere. City has no character arcs.
There's no room for character arcs
outside of Majin Buu.
Yeah, there isn't enough time for it. So that's the problem. Vulcan. What if Raditz and Launch had a daughter in the same age as Gohan? I mean, if they did, then they'd be cousins.
Yeah.
So, and they would be related by blood, so they just get along okay, but nothing romantic. Garcia. What if Vegeta Jr. from GT had his own legacy story like Goku Jr.? Would it be more like discovering his family roots and embracing Saiyan pride, or following a lone wolf path, a new desert bandit? I think Vegeta would probably learn about, being the descendant of a Saiyan prince, but probably be a bit more noble about it.
Would be interesting to see him like fight and eventually redeem that. What was her name? That scientist from Dragon Ball 9 that we suspect is descendant of Trunks and Mai.
Oh.
You know which one I mean? What was her name? She would be a good opponent for him.
Show.
Yeah, that he and Show are somehow related, like that.
Yeah.
His aunt or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But like to twist Vegeta into the one who redeems, like Vegeta Junior being having that Goku thing that he can redeem bad guys or something, and giving him a magical journey, and him learning of like the legacy of both of his Saiyan family, but also his human family.
Yeah.
Scientists.
Yeah, that's true. I quite like that. Name I can't pronounce again. Sorry. Oh, by the way, G4, G3, season 3 of Revelation F has been pushed back a little bit to the beginning of October. Mainly, there's been a lot of stuff going on in real life that's meant that I have to push things back. But it will get made. I just need to get a couple more people recorded, and then we should get a good momentum going. What if Topo and Dispo had fused in the Tournament of Power? If they had, that would have been probably even stronger than Jiren. Because you'd have had someone super fast with the powers of a Hakai.
And spruce mustache.
And the spruceable moustache. Indeed. I think that would have been the strongest warrior in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Like, stronger than Jiren, no doubt.
You know what's the problem? How would you call it?
Tospo.
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 Dippo.
No, I say Tospo, because otherwise they both have the same ending.
I know that, but that was my problem.
Oh, somebody said dystopia.
Dystopo.
Oh, Dystopo. Oh, good. That's good. I like that.
If you have any artist in the chat, I want the honor.
Very good. Vulcan. What if Garlic Jr. turned good? Next part of Hercule? I don't know. Garlic Jr. turned good?
We are going to go here anyway.
We will go there, not in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
So we will touch upon it.
Yeah.
Always obey Bible. What if Vegeta was born as his own person? Vegeto was born as his own person. You just probably would have a really cocky individual with a strong sense of pride, honestly.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. Vandalia. What if Goku tried to change the past like Trunks did, but one got stuck back in time to Roshi's training day back in the original Dragon Ball? So basically, he'd just gone through the whole training. It would have just been really easy for him to do, but probably quite nostalgic. Really?
Mm.
Lucy,
like if he became stronger early, he might even go for Frieza earlier.
Maybe, yeah. Try and head them off at the pass.
And get Vegeta redeemed earlier.
Yeah. True.
And the other science, so that might be funny.
Lucid Games and Art. What makes you decide how long your what ifs last? Honestly, however we feel, just the gut feeling. Or sometimes it's just when we're having a lot of fun writing it.
Yeah, sometimes like we feel that it will be long, like 20 something, almost 30 parts. Sometimes we need longer stories, and sometimes we are okay. This feels like a shorter story.
Yeah.
In a way, the more we go out of the rails, the shorter they tend to be, because the longer ones tend to follow through, the entire sagas and start in Dragon Ball before even or earlier, it depends really. And so sometimes it's about pacing. Sometimes we can do a saga in almost one episode, and I know that people sometimes feel, some of those are kind of rushed, but there are moments when we are okay, when stuff isn't that different, and the best thing we can do is just offer the new protagonist's perspective, right? And just do this, because you all know you know Dragon Ball Z, you know the original story. So why waste your time with the retelling of stuff that you
also
know?
What we're doing is that we're getting better at not including things where the characters aren't there for them.
Yeah, like the two, I recently found out that one of the most neuralgic parts of the entire saga, when you really need to carefully place those elements, so it's still a what if and not a complete fanfic, which some of our what ifs break intentionally, is Cell Saga, because so many things need to happen to get Cell perfect. I love Cell Saga, but when you watch it, you don't really think how convenient a lot of stuff is in Cell Saga.
Yeah, a lot of things have to happen to make it work.
And with Boo, you can go really crazy. Like with Boo, which isn't my favorite, you can go really crazy because it's easier to go from Boo to Beerus than with omitting certain things than to go from Cell to Boo, for example.
Yeah.
Because if certain things won't happen, the characters will be too weak for Boo. The same thing go it's even not that hard to go from Frieza to Cell, but from Cell to Boo, it's the most. It's the part that you cannot change that much if you want to have a story still.
Mm,
You know,
yeah,
at least in my experience in my field, when you don't want to make crap out,
of
and
course.
suddenly, do the bad cool power ups.
Yeah, that's true. Manifesto. What if Dragon Ball, Super Paragus, and Magenta survived by the end of their respective movies? What would their fates be instead of being killed?
I
Uh,
would love them to team up, like to have all of those, like background movie villains, and have like a League of Evil that would seek to for a way
yeah,
get revenge, get a wish on Shenron, that would
yeah.
allow them to have revenge. I would do something like
Oh,
this.
Robot
Like
Broly. Ro Broly.
Broly, yeah.
Ro Broly. Kakarot. Beep boop.
Well,
Vulcan. What if Iron Bulma series returns in 2023? I may get to it, but I don't want to rush into a story if I haven't got a good story cooking. But
also, to give you an idea, we are already starting to work on November what ifs. We are
Yeah.
that ahead.
So we may get I may get one of those in there. So I may get one of those in there, and then eventually it won't be too long to think about December and the Holiday Miracle.
We are already discussing some of the ideas that we do.
Hopefully, ideally, we can get Sophie on board as well.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Crisis. Not the launch one. The launch one will come just not as a Christmas one.
we're tempted, but yet we want to try and do something different.
Yeah, like free. What if, what if, like we can even do it for an International Women's Day or something to start.
Maybe.
To give some more love to the female characters, but we don't not want to take the Christmas Miracle and make it as that. Maybe that we can honor the female characters.
True. That's true. That's fair. Okay. Brick Gaming. What if Masako was reborn as Raditz? Oh, I'd be so much shrewder. Then what? Yeah, I pretty much would do what Raditz did because Raditz is pretty sneaky and resourceful, and he is smarter than the average Saiyan. He is quite clever for a Saiyan. So I probably would just steer myself. I'd go a bit more careful, but he's not far off.
I'm sorry, I just imagined Raditz as a Yogi Bear and Nappa as Boo Boo and like smarter than average.
I'm
Saiyan.
smarter than the average Saiyan. Waka waka. Manifesto. I know I'm probably unintentional, but I think the Super Saiyan form's color stands for fire. Yellow is normal. Super Saiyan God is red and blue. The most powerful flame is blue. I like your thinking. It makes a lot of sense. But Toriyama literally just said, for Super Saiyan Blue, I've not done blue before, so I thought, I'll do blue. Yep. That's literally it.
Yeah. Same with Ultra Instinct. I always wanted a white one, and I wanted a villain with white hair. I like white hair.
I like white hair, and I realized, I hadn't done it yet, so I'll do it now. There you go.
So we have Ultra Ego with white silvery hair. We have Zamasu with white hair, and we have Gohan Beast with white
silvery hair. Exactly.
Yeah, with white silvery hair. So yeah.
He's gone silvery mad.
Yeah.
Sabe, I have not seen the Super GR playlist yet. I'm so sorry about that. But I'll go and look through my tweets, and when I got some time, I'll try and take a look at it.
I will be reminding him. I will be poking him.
Don't worry, Hav will remind me. He'll poke me. Yeah. Vulcan, what if Baby was the final villain of Dragon Ball, of DBZ? I think he'd be a decent villain.
Topically, he fits more, in my opinion, than Boo.
Sorry?
Topically, he fits this role much more than Boo.
Yeah,
just introduce him without the whole Black Dragon Ball nonsense, and actually maybe make Goten, Trunks, and Pan bring him to Earth.
Also, the beauty of it is that you think Cell was the culmination of all the Z fighters. The Baby would have been the culmination of everything else.
Yeah.
Different villain, but basic principles.
Oh, speaking of, cannot wait for the next 2 episodes of Boxa when you will see what my boy Perfection can do.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. Manifesto. What if 18 had her daughter become a fighter when older? I think it'd been a really fascinating culmination of android-based attacks, or assimilation with machines, and then Krillin's ability with a Destructo Disc and shrewdness. I love it is that she's like even better at the Destructo Disc and actually can hit it off more accurately. Continues the legacy of it. Brick Gaming. What if Bardock's squad survived after his death? Maybe taking Raditz or finding Goku. Yeah, we've had this one quite a few times, but basically, if they were around, they would basically try and find Goku and make him into a mini Bardock, and Seripo would be the one to lead that charge. Basically, that's pretty much it. Calvin Coolidge. What if Dr. Gero saved Raditz and brought him back as an energy-sucking android during the Android Saga? How do you think he'd react to learning Vegeta is seemingly ally Goku now? I do like this idea. I feel like if it happened, that would make so much sense and a good way of including modern Goku in the main plot and premise. Just to kind of give him more relevancy. So I feel like it would be quite a fun addition to the story. Just to kind of make Goku more invested in it. Pandawok. What if Cell did a King Piccolo? Oh, what, like spit out an egg? Or something like that at the last minute?
Make that one special Cell Junior.
Make a Super Cell Junior. Yeah. I imagine probably they would come back by the time of the Buu Saga and then realize
fight Gohan in the tournament.
They fight Gohan in the tournament and then realize, oh, there's this Buu that's about to destroy us, and then he actually becomes allied with them.
Yeah.
Just like Piccolo.
Yeah. And Gohan becomes his mentor. And he's like friends with Pan and stuff.
Yeah.
And Gohan and Piccolo trained him, and Gohan has more opportunities to train.
Yeah. Pillowglade. Sorry if you've already done this, but have you guys created new techniques for them darn Earthlings? Yes, we have done so indeed. Yeah. If you take a look through our discussion archive, you will find yourself many videos about transformations that we have given the likes of Chi-Chi, Krillin, Ten Shinhan, Chaozu, basically giving them evolutions of potential unleashed. I think you'll like it.
And they usually go with techniques as well.
Yeah, they come with techniques too.
Also, in What If Terles got his special mortar-like power. Like, they are some of those.
Yeah. Manifesto. Just in my opinion, but I didn't like Granolla's arc's ending, especially with Frieza in his new form. So what if... yeah, I do see where you're coming from. It was hardcore and awesome.
It was good Frieza moment.
I don't mind that part. What we didn't like was the fact that Granola goes... oh, well, I guess everything's over. I've only got a few years left to live, and I'll clean everything up. And then Vegeta's like, yes. And then they leave.
Honky-dory. I guess I die.
Guess I'll die then. I'll die then.
That's my granola. Everyone laughs at the end of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, exactly. You know? It's just so wrapped up, and you feel, and then you realize in the superhero time skip, Granola's probably dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably dead.
Yeah, and he didn't react to Frieza, like, at all.
No, he didn't care about Frieza.
There was no reaction.
Frieza was right there. I mean, surely it would have been that moment to go, okay, my work's not done here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, oops.
Yeah. Again, it was absolutely amazing Frieza moment, but, like, it was like, okay, I'm cutting the ending, bye.
Yeah, I mean, just the suddenness of it was just like, whoa, okay, that's pretty shocking. Okay. Reese's. What if Cell won against Gohan and destroyed Earth? What would he do next? Would he host the Cell games on each planet he went to? Or would he adopt more of a Frieza role and create his own empire? I think he would just wander space. Because, honestly, his directive was to defeat Goku and destroy the world. Or, to defeat Goku. That was his main objective, and he would have done it. And then, with the Frieza DNA inside of him, he would have blown the planet up. But after that, he would have just, I think he would have
I don't know.
He would have certainly just gone wandering the universe for a long time.
I think Goku's DNA and vegetative DNA would, be hungry for a challenge.
I think after a while, but I think for a good long while he would want to wander the stars, but eventually the itch for battle and conquest would get to him.
I think Whis would notice it. Wake up Beerus.
Yeah, he would wake up Beerus.
And Beerus would be like, no. Either Beerus would have struck deal with him. That you are my new. Oh, Frieza's dead. Oh, you're my new Frieza.
Kind of, yes, actually. That's true.
Or to be like, oh, if you don't want to work with me, well, Hakai, goodbye.
Yeah. If you don't want to, you see this thing? You see this planet? No, I don't see that planet. Yes, exactly, because I erased it. As I will with you if you do not comply. So, there you go. You probably do some bargaining in some way.
Yeah.
Vandalia. What if in a world where Ox was president of Earth, the powers that be treated his grandson Gohan's marriage to the hero Hercule's daughter Vizel as a political marriage? I guess so? Like, there'd be some kind of means or diplomatic ties, but yeah? Really? It would have been more or less on love, but it would have just been more convenient. So maybe their marriage wouldn't have been as harmonious. Maybe.
I mean, there would be so funny if suddenly we got some appearances from Ox's extended family.
That'd be cool. Yeah, Chi-Chi's grandparents. That'd be cool.
Or siblings of Ox King.
Yeah. Lucid Games and Arts. What if Goten was born in the future timeline? Oh, we've had this a couple of times. Chi-Chi would not let him out of her sight. And he would never train. Never. Basically, he'd be there for... He'd attempt to try and escape.
And it would end badly.
Yeah, it would end badly, I think. I would play the sound, but I can't right now. Alleyway Reaper? What if Goku Black was Goten instead of Zamasu? I did a what if about this. If you search it, what if Goku was Goten Black? Goten Black was... What if Goten was Goku Black? It is there. I think I did. I made it because I think people were asking me about it. Protoss. When is the next Yajirobe what if? When we can actually think of a good story. And also, I might just... I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe I'll try and do it for November. But the thing is, though, is that YouTube really wasn't pushing it out. So I might need to try and find a way of repackaging it. But I want to make sure it's good. NPC. April Fool's what if? After the Boo saga, Fat Boo goes to outer space to explore. He finds Broly and decides to take him and Paragus under his ring as a big brother. How will things pan out? Well, Broly is stronger than Fat Boo, eventually, but I think he would love the fact that Broly plays with him all the time. The innocence I think Broly would actually relate to and actually find enjoyable.
The tragedy that might happen, Boo might get angry on Paragus and like turn into a candy or something. And yeah.
Thanks for acknowledging, Save. I got it on Twitter. Got it. Thank you. But yeah, it wouldn't work out. Definitely unfortunate. Oops.
They would need an adult.
They would very much need an adult. Manifesto. What if Moro was the final villain of Dragon Ball Super? Superhero movie and granola up before the Moro arc / last arc and Black Frieza being offed by Moro. I mean, Moro would have been cool, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I'm really kind of unsure about that.
Again, I'm still not sure what the end game with Frieza will be, because like Frieza is toying with them at this point. Like thing with Frieza is that he could have killed everyone then and then. Like killing the Saiyans isn't his goal anymore.
I don't think so. Yeah.
He like Frieza, as we said in one of our discussions, kind of becomes more and more like the Saiyans, and they are like they made him enjoy fighting. He doesn't want to kill them. He's just playing a game with them at this
point. That's true. Papa Metamacha. What if Ox King was a Z fighter? He's considered the world's strongest with power level 910. We want to do this. Basically, we want to do this eventually because it's a cool opportunity. Definitely. Sabe talks about a disservice, and so Smugstick created a story called What If Gohan Got Beast Early, but we're not talking about that. I'm not going to tell you to watch it, just going to what you saw. We're going to just fast forward to the finale. Basically, because of how the story played out, Superhero went different, and Perfect Cell Max exists here. However, he's not what you'd think he'd be. Oh yes, he's every bit as OP as you'd imagine, so strong even beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo are no match for him. All seems lost, but there's a twist. Max is a personality of a total superhero like the Gammas. Oh, okay. So basically, what if Cell Max had a full personality and it turned out to be a superhero? So basically, last minute Magenta slap in the face. I mean, I kind of like it.
That would be cool. Like he would be the defender of Earth. Would be funny. Like they would build a gigantic house for him.
And ultimate final decimation of the Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah, yes, and I can imagine him being a very cute friend with Pan. Can you imagine perfect Cell Max taking Pan from kindergarten?
Yeah. No, I think that would be funny. So funny.
Although, like he would need to also deal with the prejudice against him from people because people remember Cell as the bad guy.
Yeah, I think that would be unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like the amount of shenanigans with Mr. Satan.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Again, a lot of cool potential with that.
Mm. Okay. Sorry, just. Okay. Right. So next one is Austin King. What if Vegeta took up F1 racing during the 7 years? I mean, it'd be cool, but he'd be probably driving slower than everyone else. I could see him being a manager though. Casual Corp Racing. I could see that. Saint Fisto. What if Piccolo wished for Imperfect Cell to not have a tail? I mean, basically, that's a good point. I wish for Perfect Cell's tail to be removed and never be able to regrow. It's
I do this. It's mean.
Oh God, lightning round. That's gotta be.
Yes.
Yes.
Write it down.
We're writing that down.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That was
So funny.
Is it?
Like like this is something that you need to show to Taka. I bet he would love to voice that.
That's funny.
Like a sketch,
That is funny for a sketch. That'd
Yeah.
be funny.
Wait, what? You cannot do this. You cannot do that to me.
Well, that's just not fair. That's funny.
How to easily within the show take one of the creepiest villains in the show
And completely nullify them.
yes.
Even if Kami and there's no Dragon Balls there at the time, they just use the Namekian Dragon Balls.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh
Boy.
All right, Timothy Ron. What if Mercenary Tao found and raised Goku? If he did, he would then become just a mini assassin, basically. There'd be no affection. He'd be just there to be useful, basically. Tigerfire. Goku never told Zamasu he was a Saiyan. Zamasu, I wish to swap the body of the strongest human. Zamasu in Krillin's body. Something doesn't feel right. Technicalities. If Zamasu found out that Goku was not human, I need to rethink my wish. Manifesto. Yeah. No what if, just hope that 7-3 comes back into Super soon. Don't we all? Seriously, I get the feeling that they just forgot about him, didn't they? Because it's just like, he was so useful at the beginning of the Granola arc and he was just gone. Yeah. You think with all of that information in him, he would be really useful. But
again, maybe they want to have Gamma. Would be cool if 7-3 and Gamma became Pulse.
That'd be cool. They kind of teamed up. Neat.
Yeah, and Gamma helped to redeem 7-3. I know that a lot of people want, Hedo to repair Gamma too, but that would be nice.
Nah, I think there's nothing left of him really. Yeah. I mean,
I
sure.
think we might get Gamma 3.
I think we'll get a Gamma 3, but no, not Gamma 2. You can't replace him. He's Gamma 2. Yeah. Sabe then goes, Perfect Max and the Heroes team are even sponsored by Hercule in the end of the story. I mean, that's kind of cool. Hercule's got to be shrewd. He's got to think of the business empires.
Yeah.
NPC 218. What if the future androids were good like their present counterparts? How would this timeline turn out? If they were, then basically, it's kind of like what I did in the Krillin What If. In that 17 and 18 weren't the bad guys, but it was 16. Like 16 just became an unstoppable killing machine. So 17 and 18 tried their best to stop him, but he was stronger than both of them.
Killing machine. I hate birds.
Basically, his his programming went haywire, and instead of just eliminating Son Goku, he sees everyone as Son Goku. Like, everyone to him just like, you are Goku. You are Goku. You are a bird with the head of Goku. You must die. 16? Killing birds? Man, he's really broken his programming. Yeah. So, basically that, really. Alright, folks. I'm going to say Super Chats are closed, and we are going to wrap this up for another day. Thank you very much for your contributions, folks. They are very much appreciated. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, it was fun.
And we will be back for another roundtable on Friday. And
it won't be there sadly, so it would be a solo from us.
I'll be flying solo for that one. So, but either way, we hope to see you there. And see you tomorrow for What If Goku Had a Sister Part 10. I think you'll like that one. I think that's going to be fun. But either way, hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, folks, and we shall see you around very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.